Yo people, welcome back to the YouTube channel. You already know what time it is. It's time for the Chelsea versus Watford or Watford versus Chelsea preview. And I must say, first of all, can we just say condolences to me? Condolences to the Chelsea team, but first of all, me. Did a certain camera lens break today? Yes. You know, did I try and move my dressing gown and then a camera just flipped on its side and then smashed? Yes. Is that why I'm recording on my phone and your transition will be this today? Like the edit will be that? Is that why? Yes, it is. Did we spend God knows how long discussing this, you know, emphasizing this and crying about this? Yes, but we're here now, the preview is here and life is life. But Chelsea team, also on their last limbs, just like myself. Where are the players? Everybody and their mother is injured right now. Everybody. Your mother, your grandmother, your sister, your uncle, your aunt, your niece. Everybody's out. It's crazy. I don't even know if we can even field an 11. I'm not being dramatic. I feel like everybody's out. Lukaku's only just creeping back in. Chilwell's out. Kova's out. Kante's out. Now we're hearing Jorginho's got a doubt. Maybe Werner, doubt. You know? Like, how many more people? I can't take it anymore. I honestly can't. It's nuts. And now, a certain Saul is looking like a very key player for us going forward in the next months. Winter is here, people. It is winter. Winter has arrived. Forget it. It's not coming. It's here. It's arrived. December is today. I don't care about what you learned in school with the seasons. Winter is now. It's now. I'm shook. I'm really worried, man. This Watford night late game has Wolves away vibes about it last season. It really does. You know what I'm saying? It's cold. It's an away day. It's midweek. It's got disgusting, dirty vibes about it. I can't lie. But moving on. Just before I get into my plan or my preview for the Watford game, let's talk about what happened last night. You know, Club of the Year. First time I've heard that award. It's new, do you know what I'm saying? And we've tried it out, we've taken it home, and it's ours. So congratulations to Chelsea FC. Am I going to go on about the Ballon d'Or? I was going to make a video on that. I was going to start complaining about this and praising that. But then I realized I don't take this thing seriously. I don't take the Ballon d'Or too seriously. There's been too many fugazis and fugazis. The fact that the award ceremony didn't even happen last year, even in a COVID period, I expect at the bare minimum, a Zoom call, a Skype call for Lewandowski. Give him his award via a telephone call. Do what you must do. But the fact that they didn't give him anything, I stopped taking the thing seriously. And I'm not going to be a hypocrite now and say, well, I'm going to go on and on about the Jorginho thing. Congratulations, brilliant. And then I'm going to crucify the Mendy thing. And then I'm going to go on about the Mason thing. And I'm going to crucify this. Like, I'll be here all day. It's just easier if we just don't take it seriously and just clap and keep it moving. And that's what I'm going to do. So I want to get straight into the preview for this game because it is a huge game. We need to bounce back after the draw against Manchester United. Our home record, that's where we've dropped our points. Manchester City, Burnley, now Manchester United, you know. 3 out of the 4 times we've dropped points, it's been at home this season. And the last season as well, we've struggled at home, you know, draws against Arsenal. You know, so for me personally now, it's good to be away from home. I can't lie. But I am nervous for this game, like I said, because Watford are a dangerous team. They are very knee-jerk. Sometimes they're slapping up Man United. Next thing, they're getting slapped up by Leicester. You can't predict what happens at the Vicarage. Do you know what I'm saying? At the Vic. Like it's an EastEnders thing. It is a madness. And I am worried. But we need to come here and get the 3 points. And for me, that starts with the team. Now, did we get the team wrong against Manchester United? I literally predicted that exact 11. Like I said, man for man. So me and Tuchel just got it wrong. And do I want to see Werner as the focal point up front? Very rarely. And now even less of the time than, you know, even you can scale that back even more. I didn't want to see him up front on his own very often. And now I really don't want to see it. As a focal point, as someone to link up the attack, it's just not going to work. He is always that side piece to the left who makes those dangerous runs. But people are not liking Werner right now. He's not the flavour of the month. And I understand that, but I'm not going to lay it on him too hard. He has just come back from an injury, so we do need to calm down. I think the same with Alonso. He hasn't been in the team much. I know everybody's disappointed and angry, but just to bring a bit of perspective, these guys are only just coming back. We know they're going to feature this season. There's no point pretending like they're leaving in January. Alonso and Werner will be part of the team for the rest of the season. So we have to make do. We have to understand and comprehend and take it in and soak it in and inject that shit into our dirty, massive veins. Okay? So I'm not going to lay it on them too thick. But Werner is a doubt. That makes my decision easy that you shouldn't be in the team for this Watford game. I don't think he was great up front. He missed a catalogue of chances. And if he's going to play up front on his own again, it really has to be against the highest of high lines if we are injury-stricken. Other than that, you're on the left or you're on the bench, my friend. And Alonso, like I said, it was not a great performance against Manchester United. It was a drop-off from Chilwell. We did speak about this. However, he's only just come back into the team. Maybe he's not fully match-sharp and ready at it. Again, you know I don't rate Alonso massively, very highly, but he's probably going to start this Watford game. I probably would keep him in this game for Watford because I think all the other options, they do need training. You know, it took Chilwell, a left back, to get used to the role. A few weeks under Tuchel in his first stint, and then at the start of the season, it took a few weeks again for him to get back into it. Saul, I don't think he's going to start against Watford. I think it's too soon. I think, again, if he is being trained up, keep training him. But Alonso is the only natural left wing back we have in the squad. I know he has his limitations. I've told you about his limitations. But listen, we have to hope that he does improve and he does get back to some good form before January, and then we can reassess again. But this is a guy that we know he can play the role. He just comes with his limitations, and I think we're gonna have to stomach it and hope that he improves. There are better performances from Alonso, I'm sure, in the tank, but there are also worse. So make of that what you will, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, in goal, Mendy is in goal. I don't have to explain that. I don't need to give you any reason for that. You know what it is. You already know what time it is. At the centre-back positions, for me, I think it would be good to have some rotation. Not because they haven't done well, they've been doing brilliantly. Silva's played 3 games in a row. Trevor's played 3 games in a row. But I do feel bad for Christensen, for Aspilicueta. These guys are soldiers. These guys are reliable henchmen. And I think we can rely upon them. No problems, no questions asked against Watford. We're going to have to rotate. I've spoken about this Christmas period. It is coming. Winter is here. I don't care. Like I said, it's here. Do you know what I'm saying? The fixtures are piling up, so a little bit of rotation wouldn't go amiss. And I think some experience in Aspi to replace what we lack, what we're going to lose in Silva, and Christensen coming back in, who is flawless, and Rudiger. I think that as a back three is fair, and it's something I want to see. Watford are a very dangerous team going forward at times. King, Saul, who I think is out for this game. We don't wish that on anyone, but again, that is going to help us. It is in our favour that he might not play, but they are a rowdy team, I would call them. They're rowdy. Ronda, rowdy. Do you know what I'm saying? It's difficult sometimes to deal with. A little bit, maybe like a Brentford. They're in your faces. They're aggressive. They can cause problems. They scored 2 against Leicester, although they got slapped up 4-1, 4-2. They scored 5 against United, or was it 4? I can't even remember. It was a beatdown regardless. They have scored goals at times. They come in clusters. But again, we're going to have to be on our A game. But I think that back three can handle it. Right wing back, the other doubt. Excuse my manners. I forgot to mention a certain Reece James. That man is a doubt as well. Listen, I'm going to put him in the team and pray. I don't usually put doubts in because I just on the side of caution. But I'm just going to pray that this muscular man, this absolute henchman, is just ready to just go to war again, and Reece James at right wing back. If not, then of course we're screwed. You thought I was going to have an alternative. I really don't. I really think he is just the only guy over there I want to see right now. I don't want to see Aspi moved over there. I don't want to see Callum moved over there. It's just Reece. In the midfield, Loftus-Cheek goes again. He needs to bounce back from that performance against Manchester United. As I tried to explain to Grizz on the Big Six and the guys that are down in our midfield now, Ruben Loftus-Cheek has been brilliant when he's come in this season. That was, that was not the norm for him. That was a freak moment for him to have a game like that. He wasn't great, but that's not what we're used to from Loftus-Cheek. He usually does better than that. Again, he hasn't played in a few games prior to that, so maybe just turning the wheels a little bit, getting the cobwebs out and going again for Loftus-Cheek. His momentum was broken a little bit with the pivot of Jorginho and Kante. So in comes Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Of course, he stays in the team. And Jorginho is the doubt. Now, that kind of points towards a Saul Niguez start. I spoke about it earlier. He's going to be key now. He can play left wing back potentially. He can also play in that midfield pivot. I've gone with Saul Niguez in the middle because Jorginho is a doubt. Not because of the mistake. Again, Jorginho will give you a massive error like that 2 or 3 times a season. It's just, you have to deal with it. Again, it is what it is. It's not the norm. It's the exception, much like Ruben Loftus-Cheek. But if Jorginho is a doubt, I don't think we can risk him because, I'm not going to lie to you, we don't have many options here. Kova's out, Kante's out. So if Jorginho really is a risk, then we have to play Saul and Loftus-Cheek. We cannot afford for Jorginho to play 10, 15 minutes and then he pulls up and then we're really screwed now because he's out for a while and then we've actually got only 2 fit midfielders and you know, we're starting to look like we'd be overloaded in this position. Not so much now. We're actually pretty screwed in this position. So clearly we have enough depth with Saul now. So Saul comes in and it's going to be interesting to see how him and Alonso work together. Obviously, the 2 Spaniards. I'm interested to see that connection. There hasn't been an opportunity for them to play 2 regularly together. Let's see what they can do there. Maybe Saul drops in to that left wing back central position when Alonso ventures forward into the striker role and tries to get goals. Maybe we do take Alonso a bit out of our build-up play and we do have him running in behind like Chilwell. Obviously he's not as quick, but trying to get in the final third where he's probably most dangerous with his shooting, and you do have Saul Niguez moving across, you know, and trying to get involved in the build-up with Rudiger. It's an interesting one. I'm interested to see how that dynamic could work. Going forward, some people will say, listen, you could pick anyone in these positions. I really don't know what to say. You know, no one is in enough form for me to say that they actually have to start. I think Hudson-Odoi, before this game, I was always saying Hudson-Odoi has to start, but he has started 7, 8 games consecutively now. I can't remember exactly what it was, but he's played a good chunk of games in a row. So I could understand now if people want to say, right, take him out and, you know, rotate and give him a little rest. That would make more than enough sense to me. But again, I think he's been really good. That Man United game was, you know, it did stick out as a poor game for Hudson-Odoi, but prior to that, he'd been on some really good form. So, you know, make of that what you will. I'm going to say rotate him out. You know how much I love him, but I'm going to rotate him out because I feel like this is a game for rotation anyway. Like I said, he's nothing that he's done wrong. I think he's been really good recently, but this is a game for rotation, I believe. In comes Pulisic, who looked dangerous off the bench. I think he had a good cameo when he came on, although it was on the right-hand side. I'm going to keep Ziyech in as well. I think Ziyech, you know, I did review it on Twitter. I think he had a promising game. He had some moments where you could say, right, this guy's working hard. This guy is trying things. He's getting some shots, although he'd be on his right foot. And Tuchel has been giving him a bit of credit recently publicly as well. So maybe, just maybe, Ziyech can continue to try and improve. But like I said, if you have queries and qualms, let me know in the comments who you would start in the front 3. It's open. It's open season, all right? It's not, I'm not saying any of these names with mad confidence we're going to do a madness. I'm just trying to rotate here and keep things a little bit fair for some guys that haven't had a chance. And up front, listen, I think it's got to be Lukaku. I got enough hints in that press conference that, you know, he could start. He needs more minutes. So I'm just going to say, throw him in there. Do you know what I mean? Why not? If he's not fit, then we'll find out. But for me, personally, I've said it so many times on this channel, we're not going to get through the season as Lukaku stays on the bench with the fluid front 3. We need someone who can score goals. We need someone who can create opportunities for him. And Pulisic and Ziyech, they can create chances in different ways, but they can create chances. So that's my team. I'm worried, but we have to win this game, and big up your damn selves, all right? It's a long day, do you know what I'm saying? For me personally, that's why I'm filming it like this, but I hope you enjoyed regardless. And do you know what I'm saying? Smash up the icons. Let me know in the comments what your team would be. Let me know what you thought of the Ballon d'Or. Although I'm not heavily invested emotionally, I obviously did a lot of propaganda for Jorginho. We won. He was on the podium. Enough said. Nothing more. I'm not really bothered about the rest of it. I'm not a big fan of the big 30 list. I don't really need to see who finished 27th, 18th. I don't really care. I'm not going to lie to you. Top 5, keep it moving respectfully. So, smash up the icons, subscribe. We're on the chase for 20k. I've got some equipment to reorder, fix. I don't know. Deep. It's a long day. And Chelsea, medical team, you got work to do because we ain't got a team. So, in a bit, people, peace.